Howdy doody gamers, welcome to Retrocade. So we all know the big names on the Nintendo Switch, right? But what about those hidden gems that don't get nearly enough love? Today, we're diving into 8 seriously underrated games that deserve way more love. Whether you're looking for unique gameplay, a fresh storyline, or just something different, these are titles you might have overlooked, but are definitely worth a second look. So, grab your Joy-Cons, sit back, and let's give these hidden heroes their time in the spotlight. Monster Sanctuary. Nintendo is host to a surprisingly large number of wonderful indie games. And if indies know anything, it's how to blend genres together in interesting ways. Monster Sanctuary, a monster-collecting Metroidvania, is a perfect example of this. You play as a monster keeper, traveling the land to deal with powerful monsters ruining the balance of nature. And that's all the plot we need because the real charm is in the gameplay. In combat, monsters take turns performing different attacks. Exploration takes a 2D platformer perspective, where you can use certain monsters to overcome certain obstacles. With tons of monsters to collect and a satisfying world to explore, there's plenty of time to be lost here. Bear and Breakfast. In this game where you play as a charming cartoon bear, managing their own B&B. You play as Hank, a young brown bear. After discovering an abandoned building, you decide to fix it up and run a bed and breakfast to encourage humans to return to the forest. Its colorful cartoon style complements the comfortable vibes of each location you manage. Combine that with the surprisingly engaging plotline, wonderfully charming characters, and an absolute plethora of decorations and upgrades for your B&Bs, and you have one of the most enjoyable management games you haven't heard of. PlateUp. Like a complicated dish, PlateUp is a fascinating blend of genres, coalescing into a buffet of fun. This cooperative roguelike game is all about running a restaurant and kitchen. You have to survive 15 days, with each day getting busier. If a single customer leaves unhappy, it's game over. It's all of the chaos of games like Overcooked, but with an extra layer of customer interaction. It's the perfect game to play with friends, with each person taking on a different restaurant role. And the roguelike gameplay style is great for playing in small sessions without feeling like you're not winning. Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime. This game will offer you one of two things: a unique strategy wrapped in pressure, or a memorable level of social synergy. At its core, it's a cooperative multiplayer action game in which you and your friends need to operate the various controls of a rotund spacecraft, fight against space monsters, and try to stay alive. Alone, it's a tense game of strategizing and prioritizing your focus to survive a tremendously hostile environment. But when you get some friends involved, it becomes a game of teamwork. With bright, colorful graphics and a very positive love theme, it creates a very wholesome experience from a chaotic setting.
About your adventures.
Disney Illusion Island. Disney games have always been hit or miss, with many of them being of that movie-made video game quality we're sure you're familiar with. Disney Illusion Island, however, manages to break away from that trend, creating a stylish and engaging open-world platformer game that anyone can enjoy. Run, jump, and utilize a variety of powers to traverse the map and battle against whatever is in your way. It borrows a lot of design elements from games like Metroid and Castlevania, while beautifully implementing a clean and colorful cartoon style.
Goofy.
Oh, I'm Goofy!
Yes, I know. I just...
Ape Out. Ape Out is a beautiful example of how not all artistic games need to be slow, dramatic, and about emotional nonsense. In Ape Out, you control an ape as you escape from whatever cage you're kept in. Bash through doors, throw people out windows, just Ape Out. Designed by famous game designer Bennett Foddy, of Getting Over It acclaim, the construction paper style paired with the dynamic heavy drum backtrack takes the already intense and fast-paced gameplay from a fun game and Inti belongs in a museum status. Tinykin is Pikmin at home. But in many ways, there are few things better than a home-cooked meal made with love. This indie love letter to the Pikmin franchise has all of the charm of its inspiration, while still keeping a unique style and perspective. You play as Milo, a little guy, as he collects his own army of the titular Tinykin. Explore a familiar word from a very small perspective, collect treasures, and take in the charming world at your own pace. It's an engaging but relaxing experience that everyone could benefit from.
Lies a weapon of immeasurable.
Enter the Gungeon. There's something classic about a good bullet hell game. It's fast-paced, action-packed, and non-stop engaging. Mixing that with the replayability of a roguelike, and you have one hard-to-put-down game. Enter the Dungeon does all of that, and even adds an extra helping of humor. Collect a seemingly endless supply of gun. There are guns that shoot knives, guns that shoot guns that shoot knives, guns that shoot the word bullet, and more. When your mind isn't 100% focused on survival, it's on all of the funny quips and concepts that will take you numerous playthroughs to fully experience. That's it for today's Epic Gaming Countdown. If you had fun, hit that like button to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more top 10 and awesome gaming nostalgia straight to your feed. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.